as well. Nicely controlled, that little leg line. Because there's often a man catching. India had a man behind square there catching it like a leg gully. Singles down the leg side. Still pretty comfortable, the FIFA selectors. Oh, an expensive over, 13 from it. 232 for 5. Over. They have a slight handicap here because they've got 3 left-arm spinners. When 2 left-handers get together and they have to attack with the turn, it becomes a little easier. There's not as much risk. Now, Kuldeep Yadav can maybe bowl like an off-spinner, get the ball to go away from the left-handers, but an off-spinner is an off-spinner and a wrist spinner, not quite the same option. Great first delivery. So what's happening is every time they're going against the left-arm spinner, from this end, it just becomes easier. You're hitting with the turn, which means it's risk-free. Because you're hitting with the turn, you're getting a little more power, plus the strong breeze. When 2 left-handers get together, it just makes the Indian team's task that much more difficult. There aren't too many left-handers, there are 2 in the top 6 maybe. I know we've seen the ploy on much more, or should I say, quicker pitches, harder pitches, but is it worth experimenting? See this seamers bowling over the wicket to left-handers, maybe a man back at deep square leg, man at fine, and you just try the short pitch bowling ploy, or is the surface just too slow for that type of idea? I think India will get there. At the moment, the seamers are expected to just keep things quiet, play the waiting game. They're hoping the wickets will come from the spinners, but with 2 left-handers set, it's not going to be that easy. India had the option of playing an off-spinner, but it was just too far-fetched an idea to play him. Although theoretically it makes sense to have 1 off-spinner, 1 wrist spinner and a left-arm spinner, but there was no way Manav Sutar would be left out. Tongue-in-cheek, I suggested that just to get a bit of variety, but this is where an off-spinner would have been really handy. All the more reason they need to break this partnership, and one of the main reasons for this partnership to flourish could be the 2 left-handers together. It may not be that easy for a right-hand, left-hand combination to have this kind of partnership. Tequila has moved to 79, and India did have an opportunity. It was a very sharp one for KL Rahul that slipped off the bowling of Sutar. At 126 at this moment. That's a very difficult chance. I mean, I know it goes down as a chance, but it slipped there and just flies at you. It's almost self-preservation than a catch. Just to let viewers know, when you're standing at first slip and you've got a left-arm spinner bowling, you're imagining what's the most likely thing to happen. And the most likely thing to happen is a batter playing off the front foot, the ball straightening up, defending. Somewhere at the back of your mind, you're thinking maybe attacking short, I'll be prepared. But this was like a cut or a back foot push that went wrong. And those are the shots for which the slip fielder hasn't quite taken that position. You've got somebody down, Manav Sutar is the man now who's able to run to his right to save those little dabs down to third man. 234 for 5.
Become an English Heritage member for a year's worth of epic days out. 400 incredible sites are waiting for you, with castles, gardens, ruins, and so much more to explore. Plus, kids go free. And if you join English Heritage now, get 25% off today.
You bring up such a good point there around fielding at slip particularly, because also when a cross-batted shot is played like the square cut, the ball almost accelerates off the outside edge. You sort of react, you get a bit of a fright at first before trying to cling on to it. Square there, catching it like a leg gully. Singles on the leg side. It's all pretty comfortable there.
But for a year's worth of epic days out, 400 incredible sites of...
You aren't expected really to horizontal bat shot, but it's more the push, as you say, the forward push.
It will be a completely different proposition for Sri Lanka. The batting side.
By all accounts, Sri Lanka have quite a long tail. Robert Jayasuriya might walk in next. Then the debutant. And the two seamers, Asta Fernando and Hiro Kamara. So a longish tail.
Slight change of strategy from India. They've got a short and a backward short leg. So the idea is to attack the middle stump, get the ball to turn away that way, which also stops him from playing the shot that he loves to play. A little difficult with that line to get it that front of mid-wicket. So they are doing their thing, trying to change things around. And lots of cheering going on out there in the middle.
Really, the leg side seems to be the only option for them to score. Everyone okay? Hard sweep that's gone into the man at short leg.
Yeah, the sound that we heard from the stump mic seemed like it may have just some part of the helmet, or maybe not, to 34 for 5.
Huge partnership in the context of the game here by Nirishant Villa and Sanal Danishi.
Building a house, collecting the raw materials for it.
Still, that man at deep third is pretty square. Didn't have to move for that. I'm thinking more about that catching position. There it is, nearly finished. Just maybe a little bit of work to the patio, and then the family can come. Working in favour for Rasid to take the ball away from the left-hander.
You see the limitations and what the fast bowler have to work against is bowling a good line outside off, but what are the chances of this pitch providing that extra movement or extra bounce where while defending you get the outside edge and the edge carries to slips? Could happen, but it's quite unlikely. So really hampered by that, the seam bowlers on this pitch. Is bowling a good line, good length.
Gone fine. So seamers have really got to run in and be relentless on an area and wait for a mistake. Whereas the spinners, I suppose, are more your strike bowlers now. They can bowl you out through a great delivery. Whereas your seamers now generally the stock ball and hope that one of Sonal or Dikwela make an error.
Is going back in time with these fast bowlers from Pakistan who would bowl. Krishna strikes for India. And Dikwela misses another 100 of his career. But this is a great wicket for India, just at the right time. It looked like things were slipping out of their hands.
He bowled a good area throughout this over, in fact, throughout this spell. And that one just going across the left hand, and Dikwela finds a feather of an edge. Big wicket as the game shifts again. India will be over the moon as Niroshan Dikwela's brilliant 80 comes to an end. It's 2:36 for 6.
Since the dawn of time, unexplained events have led people to ask, how was it done?
He bowled beautifully in there on day number 2. Well, that's his first class career, but on debut, his test match debut. Big moment, big game.
And well done to India. Post-tea, they came with a plan, decided to be patient. An excellent start from Prasidh Krishna. Stuck with the plan, went over the wicket, outside the off stump, played the waiting game. And we are talking about how this pitch is not providing this kind of movement for the outside edge. We get one, and it goes to the keeper and carries 2. But now India will be really excited with that wicket for 2 reasons. One, obviously a
breakthrough. Spare a thought for Niroshan Bela. He has got a test match 100. He's got a numerous amount of test match 50s. This was arguably one of his better knocks. It really was. Under high pressure, Sri Lanka under the cosh. Played very well. Now another big appeal, double appeal, triple appeal. And still not out is the answer.
There's no bat. I know they have wasted a couple of reviews. They should maybe go for it, but somebody, I think KL Rahul is a good guy to always, consult.
Yeah, I tell you what. I don't think this one was far off. But when you've burnt a couple of reviews, the reluctancy to ask for another, how costly.
Shubman Gill when it comes to reviews, so he's born too, and hence a little tentative to go for this one. But what we saw there, I know the bat was close and there were two sounds, so maybe there was somebody who suggested there's a bit of bat involved, but front on it seemed like it was clean pad. There you go, Gill as captain bowling review, 41, successful 5. There's of course umpire's call, which is not a bad thing. Captain has it carried now. You can see the moment a right-hander is on strike and a left-arm spinner in operation, things start to happen. And this is what India have to seize this moment. Try and get these right-handers out very quickly.
Well, they waited for over a session for a right-hander to walk to the wicket. And when he does, the outside edge is found. Does it carry? I think it does,
Yes, you have to say it carried. Would have been another tough catch. Okay, Rahul would have seen the gloves as well of Rishabh Pant while watching that ball come to him. But that was a slight distraction. We don't know when. We have to just say whether the ball carried and was that a possible catch. We'll see that it was. And this was the leg before shout that India didn't review. Had they reviewed, they wouldn't have lost the review. But it would have been a good one. Their confidence with the reviews at the moment is a little shaky. So understandable.
There's just a little bit of bounce here in Gaul, isn't there? We've seen a number of them just going over the top of the stumps. But that chance for KL Rahul had slipped. Oh. Well, the next generation at Test cricket, understanding that this is the game, the Test match. Important to pass on the traditions of the great game.
Really great stuff from Prasidh Krishna. What a breakthrough is provided for India.
Is there another feather? Is there a feather? Now, Shubman Gill will have to decide again whether he's happy to review it.
Well, you can see the appeal was vociferous, strong appeal, but they're thinking a lot about the review. Gives you a bit of an insight as to how we players behave on the field. I think the appeal was not in keeping with the certainty of what happened.
Absolute feather. The appeal was so confident. We'll keep you posted.
Once taken neck out. HD. Was that out or not out? I'm saying not out.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Two things because
The old creaky back handle. There's a few of those. I had a chat to, just a very brief chat to KRL before. Yeah, I think the second one, because the second one is really what you're setting up for, rather than that first one, which is just a reflex reaction. You either you catch him or you don't. But I think he will be disappointed.
Chipman Gill has sent a third man down for the new veteran, so very conscious of runs. There's the leave alone for Roshan Abesinghe. The young batter leaving a ball outside off. And this is the line that he will bowl outside. They don't want to concede unnecessary runs down to third man. There have been at least 3 or 4 boundaries that scored in that area of edges.
And I like that. So often a seamer bowls a good delivery, the outside edge is found, and it runs away down a deep third for 4. You know, if you get smashed through cover because of a half volley, well, that's your error. Tests him with the bumper.
The other thing to like about Prasidh Krishna, which we don't see enough, and it's not anymore the style of fast bowling, he's bowling at least one bouncer every over. That was the normal thing to do earlier. But it's also a ball that will ensure that the batter is on strike. Not many lower down batters are keen to take on the bouncer. Plus, it also lets the batter know constantly that he can't be committing himself too much onto the front. So I like the fact that he uses the bouncer as frequently as he does.
Good lines. 240 for 6.
Anyone else think this ratio's a bit off here? Yeah, that's not exactly what I meant.
I think I missed a spot.
Where?
Somewhere. Oh, the gums?
No stress. Listerine delivers 5 times more cleaning power. It even below the gum line.
I just don't bend that way.
Get 5 times more cleaning power with Listerine.
Oh, new Listerine options.
Now in a range from extra mild to intense.
Listerine, wash your mouth.
They've toiled. It's always going to be tough in these types of conditions, these humid conditions. But it was Prasidh Krishna who made the important breakthrough to get rid of Niroshan Dikbel. A lovely bit of bowling. Eventually was rewarded with the outside edge. 2 for the left arm spinner, Manav Sutar. That's Jadeja now who will continue from the city end, the commentary box end. 222. That's what Sri Lanka trail by. I don't think India would be against Sonal getting off strike.
So now they've taken off the back.
No one's suggesting that they don't want to get Sonal out. It's just about managing that situation.
What you get with Jadeja and Sutal, the difference is that Jadeja will There you go. We talked about angle, and Rishabh Pant has already used that word from behind the stump, start creating angles. There you go. That is why he gets all those wickets, because he's quick at you on middle stump, and the ball just changes angle a little bit rather than sort of curving away from the right-hander.
No, he's not going to push it again. End of the over. One from it. 241 for 6.
Good spell this from Prasidh Krishna, providing the breakthrough after 146 were put on between Sonal Dinusha and Niroshan Dikwela. Akesha Nuwanta and Dinusha still in. Ball that's 65 overs old. Here's something interesting about cricket here at Gaul, something we've known, but something that's illustrated pretty starkly about when the wickets have fallen. Take a look at when India are batting. There's a wicket that falls in the 11th over and a wicket that falls with the second new ball, the 81st over. Only one wicket with a ball that's more than 35 overs old. Look at when Sri Lanka are batting. The fifth wicket falls in the 27th over. Only one wicket after that. So if you look at when the wickets have fallen, with a ball that's over 30 overs old, we've only had 2 wickets lost so far. All those wickets that fell thereafter, so 80 to 116, that ball was 36 overs old when you got the last 2 out, 33 and 36 overs old. So it's very much a take wickets while the ball is hard and new. This is a Kookaburra ball, remember the seam vanishes, it blends into the leather. So this is a big ask, first from Siraj and then from Prasidh Krishna.
Yes, after the ball gets its hard work, there's not much pace off the surface to add to it.
Did you enjoy playing with the Kookaburra?
For me, I think it's enjoyed more with the new ball. Still, I had been at counter cricket, especially even at the 75th or just before the 80th new ball. You still have a hard nut in your hand where you can use the bounce for good effect. Conditions like these, too, is a call by Sonal Dinusha. Should be coming back for the second. Dry surface, it's going to be hard work.
the best thing that Krishna is doing into his fifth over in this spell, pitching it up, is putting a much bigger effort, getting the batsman to the front foot. For me, I think the mostly. So would this be the case when the action moves to the SS as well, that while the ball is new, just spot the seam contest. It's there, but just about. So when you go to the SSCs, they'll also take wickets in the first 30-35 overs while you can. Almost similar. But the players, what they enjoyed and counted the breeze factor, something that SSC will not have the effect. But that's an adjustment, especially the Indian side would have to make. Today we saw with the new ball, the media box sense, Siraj was getting plenty of movement. That's with the breeze as well. Probably not at the SSC. But the general talk, the first 45 minutes, that's where the fast bowlers comes in. And once the sun baking down on the pitch, whatever moisture evaporates, it becomes a very good batting track. The senior players like the likes of Kamsan Kar, the Java, the Samaraveer, loves batting at the SSC for simple reasons, because the surface is so true and so flat. It's 2-4-3 for seams.